Hello, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. This is the Rick's Tech Pub on a Wednesday, January 28th. It is 2 o'clock. I thought I was going to start a minute late. It looks like I started right on time. So, if anybody you cared to read the title of this live stream, not the best world, not the best, blah, blah, blah. Start that over. Not the best news in the world to be introduced to, but unfortunately, it's what we're dealing with, and the news just gets worse from there. Um, about this 149 million passwords and logins leaked. Um, um, the report was by ExpressVPN, and anybody that has any financial records, bank institutes, bank accounts, Instagram, Facebook, Roblox, dating sites, and more. It's a cloud hosted database, and it's about the approximate size of 96 gigabytes. Gmail is also included. That's kind of the bad news right there. Is Gmail is getting has all their passwords and credentials were leaked, probably including mine. So we might want to do the smart thing and whatever password you have on your computer, RoboForm, whatever. Probably not RoboForm. I don't think they can get into it. Um, but yeah, Gmail was affected. They have your password, they have your login password, email, they have everything. Anything you thought was private has now been exposed by somebody or something. I don't know who, I don't know what, but our livelihoods are being put at stake because everything's being exposed. There's really nothing private in this world that we do anymore that isn't getting exposed. Passwords, logons, whatever. It's out there. It's out there and it's being broadcasted, and the hackers are going to pick it up and they're just going to have a heyday with it. So, yay. Oh, Darren is here. William, Ski Man. I have a feeling Ken is probably sleeping because he's not feeling good. I was hoping maybe he would have started feeling better, but apparently not. I don't know, Ken, if you're listening, hope you feel better. Hope you're starting to feel better. And if it does get worse, it goes downhill rapidly, get yourself to a doctor. 'Cause I know with diabetes that can play a key role as to how fast you recover if your diabetes or whatever is under control. I don't understand any of that stuff. I'm not a health medic kind of a person, but from what I've been told and what I've heard, diabetes can screw around with that a little bit as far as healing, getting better, or however doctors state it. I don't know. Oh, he is here. He is listening. Good. Glad you're up and around, Ken. Jeff Raymond, hello. Um, Second article I want to talk about here is I've got a bunch of news today, so I have two pages. Wrong, two and a half. Probably gonna go through only the first one here, and I'm not gonna bore you guys with news because nobody likes hearing about it. But some important stuff you might want to know, like this one. Microsoft is now testing Windows 11 26H2. It's in the dev channel starting today. Dev channel is jumping ahead to receive 2630 series builds. So yeah, I guess I was kind of hoping that was a fluke. I was hoping maybe they'll just stop where they are and just do whatever, but no, it sounds like they're going to come out with 26H2 this year. Oh, and it gets worse. The new start menu. A lot of people, like including me, probably haven't gotten yet. It's on a slow rollout, so people don't get impatient. It will get to your computer soon. It just nobody knows when. I don't even think Microsoft at this point is keeping a good, accurate track or record of who's getting this new start menu and who isn't. But I don't know about the slow rollout. Sounds like it's being a flipping headache, if you ask me. Speaking of headaches, the new start menu category view. It's a mess. Literally, it's a mess. You can't modify anything. You can't change anything. In the category view, you can't change anything. They've made their own little groups or own group folders for like entertainment or work. And if you want to put something from the work folder into your entertainment folder, no. They're not allowing you to do that. You can't interchange things in folders. I kind of wish they hadn't done that because I like to rearrange things the way I like to see it, not the way they want it, but that's not the case anymore. If you have Spotify, one would think it would be in your entertainment. In your entertainment in this new start menu. It isn't. They put it, for some reason, in the other folder. In your start menu. And again, Bren Tech and quite a few other people I watched today, they don't understand why they did that. That's, Spotify I would consider entertainment, but apparently Microsoft doesn't, so they put it in the other folder. It's just, I don't know, this is starting to really, I was kind of wanting the start menu, but now I'm kind of reading everything and hearing what everybody's saying, and now I'm not so sure I want the start menu. I think I'll keep what I have. Speaking of updates and other things, the WhatsApp, that WhatsApp, whatchamacallit thingy on your telephone or whatever. It is got caught up in a massive encryption scandal. Apparently what they said was encrypted isn't. So they got caught in that scandal because they said they were encrypting all the communication from one person to another. And it sounds like in a lot of places that isn't happening. And forget who caught sight of that, but can't remember exactly who announced that today. I think it was Bren Tech and a few others. On the good news, there is a little bit of good news out here. The new AMD, well, it's not good news. It's good news that they're coming out with AMD is coming out with a new processor that everybody's talking about today. So I figured, well, if being that everybody else is talking about it, I guess I might as well. The 9850X AMD is launching today. Here's the bad thing. The price? $500. $499 plus tax. Whatever your state taxes are. The base clock, what it starts off at, is 4.7. Its max boost, 5.6. Max boost might can hit 5.2. Almost 5.3. So, it is 8 cores, 16 threads. TDP is 120 watts. Zen 5 architecture. And according to some people out there on the internet, like Jay's 2 Cents, Wendell, Gamers Nexus, they are saying it's 7 to 9% faster than its, I want to say predecessor, but I can't remember at the moment which one that is. Oh, 77 to 9% faster than the 9800X 3D. So, anybody has an AMD build they want to do and want to blow $500 on the CPU, well, there you go. I don't think I would. I'd let that price come down a little bit before I go jumping into the stores or Amazon and looking at this 9850X that is now at the price of $500. I don't think it'll stay there long. I think it'll start shrinking in price a little bit. At least I hope. Probably not much, but it will come off of $499, but probably not much. And then if it does do anything, it goes down, it'll probably go up past $499. I think this is just the price they're starting at. I don't think it'll really go down. I think it'll either stay where it's at or go up. I don't think there's no more. I think prices going down is no more. I think computer parts for like memory, CPUs, NVMe's, solid state drives, I don't think from now on, I don't think they're going to go down in price. I think, unfortunately, they're going to stay where they're at and possibly just go up by 2 or 3% from where they're at now. I know a lot of people are hoping that the prices are going to return to normal. Folks, this is the normal today. The prices you're looking at, I think, my opinion, I think they're going to stick around for more than 2 years. I don't think they're going to be interested in dropping the price. What's the sense in dropping the price? You don't get as much money. And if marketing has anything to do with it, it's going to stay where it's at. And if anything, the price will go up. I don't think it'll go down. I would like it to, but I really don't think that's going to happen. So, it's only 12 after, but that is my news. That's all I've got. So, what's your guys' news? What you been up to? What's going on with you guys today? Oh. One more thing. I forgot about this one. Oh, Microsoft is upping the ante on this recall crap. Because here's the trick. And I finally found out what it was, because someone finally told me. Recall, yes, he's supposed to be private. However, all somebody has to do is guess your 4-digit password. Bada bing, bada boom, they're in. That's all it takes. Somebody finally found out what it takes to get into the information that that Recall is holding. All a hacker or a person that's smart enough and intelligent, all they're going to do is figure out what your PIN number is. And I don't know. But that's the only thing that I know of. I hope Microsoft somehow patches that. I'm sure they know about it. But whether they do anything about it to stop it, I don't know. I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. And I feel sorry for the people that do have to deal with Recall. Every 10 seconds, a snapshot is taken. It's really worrisome for the people in the financial, medical, whatever business they have for people's accounts or whatever, account numbers. If you're on the account page and you put in the login information, soon after you do that, it's going to take a snapshot. It just got that login information. Whether it's dots or numbers or letters or whatever, it's got it. And it takes over from there. It will figure it out. Yeah. So that's what I know. Anytime you give your website your information, you are at risk. If they are hacked, it's at fault then. Well, you're not immune to that either, William. You do log in websites. So don't point the finger at me. Everybody does log in websites. So it's not just me, my information that's getting taken, it's yours. It's everybody's. Do not exclude yourself in that. It's everybody on this planet. Everybody's information has been exposed to whatever account you use, whatever login information you have out there in the world. It has, as of today, that information on everybody has been exposed. The hackers got it. The whatchamacallit people have it. The bad people of the world, they have your information. Not just mine. Yours. You need to keep that in mind. It's not just my information they have everybody's. And they have probably all of your information, including where you live. This is the world we live in, folks. Get used to it. This is about the third or fourth time I've seen this happen in 2 years, where our information has been exposed. And then the hackers are going to have fun with it, and then we're going to be... Because then after that, what the bank institutions and what Facebooks and these other people are going to do is they're just going to take it from them, get it from them, and then they're also... My bank did it. My financial institution did it by accident once. They exposed everybody's information. But I guess there is a story behind that. The manager, whatever, the bank, whatever, he wouldn't tell me exactly what happened, but he said, yeah, what happened was our fault because we didn't slam that door shut enough, quick enough, and somebody got in there, took everybody's information, and before they slammed the door shut, he said the information was taken. He said, yeah, and who left the door open? That's what he was trying to figure out. Can you give a little, no, I can't. The only place you can go is to YouTube and look up Brentech. It's all over YouTube. That's all you gotta do is get on YouTube and just follow the tech people. They'll tell you Jay's 2 cents. It's pretty much, it's on YouTube. Besides, I don't know how to do links. I don't know how to copy and paste them without the link being 1,000 miles long. Everybody else does it, and they've told me how to do it, but when I try it, it shrinks down, but when I click on the taskbar again, it goes back to this long length, and I gave up on it. I said that ain't going to work for me. Somebody else is going to have to do links, because I can't figure it out. It starts out at that short link, but then you click in the whatever, and it goes back to a long, unreadable link, and it becomes scrambled. I don't know what's going on with that, but I haven't been able to do links for about 7-8 months now. Because the links I send, people look at me and said, what the hell did you send me? Well, that was a link that you wanted me to send you to the, whatchamacallit. This isn't a link. It's a dead hyperlink. Well, it said it sent you a link. It didn't. It sent me nothing. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I'm just a man in a kindergarten body, because my brain just can't figure it. I've tried it. Other people have tried it, and they said, yeah, your computer is doing something goofy, because it shouldn't take it from a short link and then stretch it all the way out, and then when you send it, it becomes unreadable. I don't know. Use tiny URL. I don't know how to do that. I've never used tiny URL. I know how to build computers. I know how to do whatchamacallit, but this kind of stuff you're asking, I have no idea how to do that. I'm a system builder. That's about all I am. Yeah, I don't know what that link is that you just sent there, Ski Man. I have no idea what you're talking about. I do not know what tiny URL... How do you say that? Tiny URL. What does it take? A long link, tiny URL, shrink it down to a small one? I don't know. I'm just guessing. Never used WhatsApp. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest it. It's nothing. I have WhatsApp on my phone, which, as if after this, well, I can actually do that now because Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I got WhatsApp on my phone. There's the icon right there. I'm gonna uninstall it because the person I was talking to on WhatsApp apparently gave up on me and he's no longer talking to me. Well, I know why. Because that person wanted money. Wanted me to go and buy a whatever. I said, no, you're looking at. I didn't tell her the truth. Tell him the truth, which was he was with her, and they were both trying to swindle me into giving him money. And I said, I've got no money, which I kind of lied, but it was the only way to get out of it. And they haven't talked to me since. I told him I'm a guy that's on Social Security and only has about $20 in my pocket, $20 of cash. Well, he said, well, that's not going to help us any. We need like $500 in a debit card form. I can't do that. And then when I said I can't do that, they quit talking to him because I told them I'm not going to do that. There's just no way you're going to swindle me into getting money out of me. Besides, I only got $20 cash and I'll have this for the next couple of months. Oh, really? And that's the last thing they said. That was January 16th. I don't think they have interest in me anymore. Yeah, once the people, the hackers or whatever on WhatsApp, once they find out you're on a Social Security limited income, they'll drop you immediately because that's not who they're looking for. And Santa Fe is going through. These people on WhatsApp, the hackers are looking for, and that's what WhatsApp is. It's got all hackers in it, and bad people. Because there was a guy I was talking to who I thought was a computer tech guru guy. He's following the same suit as what these people on WhatsApp are doing. He wanted me to help him with something, but he said I need $1,000 cash. In what country do you live in? You want me to send you $1,000 cash and you live in a different country? Screw off, buddy. That's the last time I heard from him. So yeah, I think I'm gonna uninstall WhatsApp because it's causing me issues. Wired. There goes the fire department. It's gonna ask me if I want to leave this page. What the hell? Yeah, there's a thing from ExpressVPN and Wired. I think they're talking about the two stories I just talked about. No. Oh, I screwed that up, didn't I? Uh-huh. Not what I wanted. Let's go to the site then. There it is. 149 million usernames and passwords exposed by unsecured database. This dream wish list for criminals included millions of Gmail, Facebook, banking, logins, and more. The researcher who discovered it suspects they were collected using info stealing malware. Oh, great. Lovely. That's all we need to deal with is info malware. Stealing information that it shouldn't have access to. Lovely. Lovely. Great. Just what we needed to hear, right? Not really. It shouldn't, I don't know. But yeah, you guys on Facebook might want to change your login information. Anybody on Gmail, you might want to change your and keep doing this periodically until this mess gets over with. It's going to take them a while, so I'd say once every 2 or 3 weeks, change your passwords. on your most critical, like your banking information, Facebook, whatever is most important to you, Facebook especially, because I guarantee you that's the first place they're going to go after. Once they get your username and password, they're going to attack the hell out of your Facebook account. And they're probably already starting. They're probably looking down at. Okay, screwed up somehow. There goes the second fire truck. What the hell is on fire? Well, they could be going out to a car accident. And in this kind of weather, I wouldn't be surprised. 2:26. Got another couple more minutes, guys, and I can't go an hour today. I don't got that much to talk about today. Oh. So, Ken, are you starting to feel anywhere as near better yet, or are you kind of still the same? Much better. That's good. Good, good, good. Glad you're feeling better. I couldn't sleep worth crap last night. Could not. Oh, and by the way, my mom never made it up here. She called me at 10 o'clock. She said, well, I'm not up there. I'm still at home. Like, what? I thought you were coming. Well, I was, but she's been thinking that there's, it's 3 below zero. It's windy. She said, she said, let me try a couple things at my end, and then I'll send you the information, and maybe you take care of it, maybe? Like, me take care of it? Well, yeah, as long as you fill out the paperwork and then send it all back to me, I can send it off to him, but I don't know why you'd want to. I don't know. So that was a senseless thing of going to bed early last night and then having to get it up early this morning, and she never showed up. She never called either. So I'll call you around 8 o'clock, let you know what I'm doing. She never did that. And I asked her, I said, what happened to that 8 o'clock phone call? Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'll try to remember that next time. Yeah, at her age, I don't think so. She's starting to. She says she doesn't have a memory problem, but yet, through the years, as I've been kind of paying attention to her, there are things that she has forgotten about, things that she has actually said, and then 2 or 3 weeks or a month later, I go back and tell her what she said. She's like, "Oh, I never said that." Oh, yes, you did. But yeah, that's functionally she's doing fine. She had that Watchman put in because her heart was starting to give her problems, and she's feeling much better, feeling a lot stronger at 82, almost 83 years old. Her and what's his name still go walking 3 miles a day. So my mom, instead of at 83, instead of the hell, the rumors of me dying are false. I still feel like a dog. Mom is in the same boat, kind of having memory issues. Yeah, she. I think she's bragging and saying she's doing better off than what she actually is because she doesn't want me to worry. So I'd like to actually get a hold of her personal doctor and have a kind of little talk with him or her, to say what exactly is going on with her, because She's starting to act just a little off base. Not much, but I've seen her do things that I'm wondering what the hell are you doing? So I don't know. Maybe she is fine, but some people can. She can. She'll probably hang out until her massive heart attack and die. At least that's what the doctors are predicting. The doctors in the city said she's going to hold strong for about 3 or 4 years. So 84, 85, then when she gets to maybe 86, they predict that's probably when she's going to go downhill. And she's going to quit driving at the end of next year, 2027. So as long as you only got 2026, 2027, and the December of 2027, she's getting rid of the car and she's just going to go use Dial-A-Ride bus or whatever. At that age, she isn't going to feel safe driving anymore. So, I mean, she really isn't, anyhow. She drives kind of slow. She likes to drive at, 54, 55 miles an hour, and you're supposed to be doing 75. She's still hanging around 54 miles an hour, and everybody's just freight training us. What car after car after car, truck after truck. And it's embarrassing. All I'm doing is watching out the window, watching these cars passes at 80 miles an hour, and I look at her speedometer. She's just barely below 55 miles an hour. And it's like, Mom, do you realize you're getting freight trained? Oh, that's fine. That's why I'm at this speed. I want them ahead of me so I can stay behind here and stay clear of whatever. And eventually everybody that passes us gets in front of us, and they all eventually just disappear. Because they're doing 75, 80 miles an hour. My mom's hanging on to barely 55, and that's the way she is. I don't like it that she does that. But she should keep up with track. If they're doing 75, you do 75, but I can't convince her of that. A sheriff cannot pull over 75 cars doing 85 miles an hour. Well, actually, they can, because what they'll do is just radio ahead 6, 7 miles, and they have the road shut down. They've done it before in between Little Falls and Brainerd. They shut down the highway because everybody was doing close to 80 miles an hour, and they had to stop 80 some cars from doing that. So, actually, I don't think they shut it down. I think they just got a bunch of cops and sheriffs and deputies alongside the road, and they all had their lights flashing. Everybody immediately slowed down. They saw all the cops sitting there, and they knew why they were sitting there, because 80 some cars were doing 75, 80 miles an hour. Now that slowed them down really quick when they saw the lights come on. They all knew they were about to get pulled over, so everybody slammed on their brakes. My mom's gotten pulled over a couple of times when she's gotten in a hurry. She used to drive like a teenager. She doesn't anymore. She's pretty slow and pretty cautious of what she does. Which isn't a bad thing. It's just it takes us forever to get somewhere. Everybody can get there within 2 hours. We're a little over 3 hours to do the same thing that everybody else can do in 2 hours. We're at 3 hours and 20 minutes to get there because my mom doesn't want to drive too fast. Well, you don't want to drive too slow either. Yeah, but the legal minimum speed limit is 45, so Mom, don't do that. You're already at 54 miles an hour. Don't go any slower. We're allowed down to 40. It's like, yeah, I don't do that. Yeah, as long as she stays above the minimum. As long as she stays above 40 miles an hour, they won't pull her over because she's asked the sheriff about that. Well, can I drive at the minimum low speed? Will you pull me over for doing that? And they said no. Drive at 35? Yeah, we will. Drive at 40 miles an hour? We can't touch you. Drive at 75 miles an hour? We'll pull you over for that. And you were doing 74. Whoops, I'm sorry. So she's gotten several lectures from them. So it might be true in your state, but around here they don't bother with the minimums because people have tested him. They've driven at 34 miles an hour and went right past the deputy. He didn't move. And other people have tested it, went down at, 30 miles an hour. That sheriff didn't move. So obviously they're not paying attention to their minimum speed either, because several people have tested him. They know where the sheriffs sit at in their hiding spots. The sheriff never moved when they went past him at 34 miles an hour. So I don't know. She may get pulled over for that too many. Not around here, you can't, William. You can in your state, but trust me, people and other people have talked to the sheriff's department, and no, you can't. I know you can get pulled over for going way too fast, but on that stretch of the road, I don't really think they're gonna care if you're doing 34 miles an hour. Doing 85, yeah, they'll pick you up pretty quick. And I've been with people that are doing 80, 82 miles an hour, looking at their speed limits. Like, you're doing 82. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, you might want to look at who's catching up behind you. Oh, shit! Sheriff caught up behind him. Pew! God damn it, why didn't you tell me? Because I just saw him coming up behind you. Yeah, he got a healthy ticket. He got his ass chewed. And then he looked at me and said, "Sir, what are you smirking at?" Like, I was trying to tell him he might want to slow down before he pulled you over. Oh, yeah. You might want to listen to your friend next time. Like, yeah, he brought me back into Brainerd, which is another 10 miles. He didn't say a word. He didn't say a thing. He was kind of pissed off that he got pulled over, but I told him he might want to slow down. Like, why? I don't see any sheriffs out here. That's because they're hiding. No, they're not. They can't hide. Yes, they do. They're behind that building. Like, what? Next thing he knows, he's getting pulled over. So, I don't know. I don't worry about driving because I don't drive myself. People can do whatever they want. It's just, I'd rather be with somebody that drives too fast than too slow. So I'd rather ride with a younger crew than somebody one that's 75 or 80 and just too scared to drive at 55 miles an hour and drive at 54. I've told my mom plenty of times, I think, come on, Mom, step on it. We're going to be late. No, we're not. We're going to be there in plenty of time. Not if you don't step on it, we won't. But she's got a big fear of semis. My mom can't stay in her lane. Well, she scares the living crap out of. Yeah, I know a few young. My dad can't stay in his own lane, and he's a much better driver than my mom. He stays at or above the speed limit, but he every once in a while he'll drift. He'll cross the yellow line. So, Dad, you're crossing the line. Whoops! You'll steer back and he'll get back into his lane, and slowly he'll start drifting over again. He always takes the dotted line going around a curve. He'll go to the middle of the road and then take that turn. I don't know why he does that. He always does that on county roads. He'll go into the middle of the road to take that turn. It's like, Dad, what if a car is coming up the other way? He says he makes pretty good judgments about that, but I said, all it takes, Dad, is one mistake. It's like, yeah, I know. He doesn't do it anymore. Well, Darren. Sammy Hagar, yes. I do know that song. And I've told my mom about that. Sammy Hagar say she got mad at me. She can't drive 55. She won't drive 55. She never passes a vehicle. Never. She drives at 53, 54 miles an hour. We're, like I said, we're just getting freight trained. It's just car after car after car, truck after truck. It's just like, Mom, isn't this embarrassing? What's embarrassing? Everybody's passing you. No, it doesn't bother me. I want them in front of me. Why? That's just the opposite. He'd rather be in front of them. Well, that's awfully dangerous doing it that way. I said, yeah, you're no better. If someone doesn't see you driving that slow, comes up behind you, and tags you in the back end because you're doing 54 and they're wanting to do 56 or 57. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Sammy Hagar, yep. Speaking of, oh god, it's 2:41. And dang, I did it again. But, let me tell you the song I was listening to. I was listening to music before I started my live stream, and I can't remember what I was listening to. Judas Priest is one of them. Turbo Lover. Oh, goodness. I hope you're having a good day, Darren. Darren is coming in at number 2. Ski Man is number 1 for the experience points, which I think YouTube really needs to drop that silliness. I'm kind of getting sick of it. Everybody wants to be number 1. Everybody. I'm first, I'm first, I'm first, I'm number 1. Why is that so important to people? Can somebody explain that to me? I don't know. I guess I've done the same thing. I've just doing more of it, and I was doing it to annoy people more than try to get to number 1. I was trying to keep ahead of somebody, and I after a while I just gave up. Said, yeah, whatever. It's a stupid game we're playing. I just got out of it. I don't care if I'm number 1 or number 10 or number 100. At least I'm there. Yeah, but I gave up on being number 1. And if I am number 1, I don't care. Rick Mix. Everyone have a good evening. I don't know. I don't care what place I come in. I'd rather someone else go ahead. Yeah, that's kind of how I am. But I'm going to get going, folks. I've got other things to do. My back is kind of bothering me today, so I need to go, I don't know, do more walking the halls. Maybe go down to 2nd floor for a while, and then probably get on Zoom for a while. If anything interesting is happening on Zoom, if it's just dead air, I probably won't stick around long, but if you guys are engaged in something really good and something I'm interested in, I'll stick around. But lately, I don't know. People haven't been in the mood for talking, I guess. But that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of here, go get something to eat. Blah, blah. Start over. Going to go get something to eat. Maybe do a little bit of visiting on 2nd, because our carpet on 2nd floor is getting replaced. I don't have that silly green carpet anymore. I don't know if anybody's down there. I know they're doing the one hallway they did. Now they're doing the other hallway going up to the community room. So I might be able to get to those snack machines. But with that, guys, I am going to go. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, there will be a live stream tomorrow. Same time, same place. No idea what we're going to talk about yet. It might be one of these days I need to do an AMA, but I've been kind of skittish about doing that because people are going to start asking me questions that I don't feel comfortable answering, so I kind of left the AMA alone. So, but maybe one of these days I might get brave enough and put an AMA up there and ask the ridiculous questions people are gonna ask. Who the fuck? Hang on, guys. Hang on. Tina Medicare had to call me. They got questions they want to ask me, and I told her I'm in the middle of a live stream at the moment, but I'm trying to get off my live stream. So if I can get off with you, I'll get off my live stream. Then at 3 o'clock, you can call me back. So with that, guys, again, I'm gonna attempt to get out of here. Um, yeah, there'll be a live stream tomorrow, same time. So I will see all of you tomorrow. I hope you all have a great day. Ken, I'm glad you're starting to feel better. You started to get me a little worried last night that things were rapidly going downhill, and I was kind of wondering how your night was going to go. So, Darren, William, Ski Man, Ken, Jeff. Why is that it, really? There's Darren, Ski Man. I know Jeff Ryman was in here. So, you all have a great day. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye for now.